typically by the time someone comes in a room, if they're an addict, they've kind of boiled most things down to, I get my needs met through sexuality. So I'm happy, I'm sad. This is what I'm going to turn to. Intimacy is sex. And we have to retrain. That's one component of intimacy, but intimacy is so much more than sex. I think that's what we have to, like, it's been overinflated. So we have to get it back more right sized. And sometimes we got to swing the pendulum a little bit more this way so that we can add more things in. I found you can't just add these other things in when I have this huge thing that I'm going my go-to resource all the time, because addicts may start acting out within their relationship, possibly using their partner for their emotional regulation and stuff. And, maybe they're not acting out outside, but that's not the partner's job to do that work for them.
And I think it also has a piece about the intimacy, like Jeannie was saying earlier. When you take, sexual behaviors off the table, then it forces the addict to start to recognize, well, how do they feel connected to their partner in ways that aren't sexual? Can they feel connected to their partner by holding hands, by giving them a hug, by sitting close to them, by having a conversation, by sharing about their day, sharing what emotional experiences they've had, by doing a shared activity or cooking dinner together? Can they start to feel that connection in ways that don't directly involve sex? And for many addicts, that's eye-opening.
It's a new thing. I was thinking of a consultation I was just in earlier, and the addict, the one with compulsive behavior, was saying, I can't during this abstinence period hold hands, snuggle up. I can't do any of that. And the partner was really having this experience of abandonment. What do you mean? There's no touching? What's going on? And so what I was encouraging that clinician is talk to that addict. And I'm really saying this to the public here because everyone needs to understand what their sexual energy is and what arouses them. And if he's doing an abstinence awareness, I'm going to also call this, he's figuring out, where does he become aroused? And maybe he becomes aroused when he puts his arm around your shoulder, around your waist. Like, where is that for him? And we're using a lot of hims and hers. Let's acknowledge that. So it's not that it's an abandonment, although it can feel like that for the partner. It's really an exploration of sexual energy. And when you take sex off the table, I think both people can examine that in a bit more objective way, especially when they've had preparation and education. And in my view, as a couples therapist hat, it's furthering the opportunity to have the dialogue. Like, we know we're not going to be having sex. However, I'm feeling aroused with this and that. I need to back up. This is what's happening. Let me share that with you. I mean, there's a lot of rich work right there.